All right, everybody, back for some rapid chess today. Looks like today we have got Fuduroy, 2097. Hopefully, should be interesting. Gonna try to play. I don't want to go up against some French with e4, but yeah, gonna try to play fast today, which is always an ambition of mine. Does not always happen. So we get some uh, Dutch. Let's go knight f3. I usually like to play the g3 variations against the Dutch. I think that's really common. What is this? Wow, my knowledge of this stuff is so forgotten. Gotta figure which variation of the Dutch this is. So the Leningrad is this one. They're gonna do a Stonewall. And there's the classical Dutch, I guess. Um, so yeah, I think just a lot of normal opening moves here. Nothing to be crazy about. Should probably review some opening theory. What do we think about this one? There was something about having the bishop. There's some cute little lines where you could try to trade off the bishop, but I terribly forget them. So here. This is probably not a good idea to trade this off. You gotta trade this one off. I think in some situations I can even take that way and just say this bishop is really bad. And this kind of will slow down and attack it. Um, Jeez. Okay, yeah, just in the sake of time, we're gonna do this. I don't know if this is right or not. I don't know. This is the part of the game where not having your opening theory down is a problem. But it potentially only lasts for so long. And even if this is a wrong move, okay, so we got King H1, Rook G1 ideas. I could just try to clamp them down, although their pawns aren't really going anywhere. So they want to do this whole deal. One thing I could do is play Knight G5 if H6. That probably is not terribly great for me. Knight G5, H6. New ideas, new ideas, new ideas. G5, H6 really weakens them. G5, H6, Knight F3. That's not terribly convincing. Okay, losing time, losing time. Okay, so go Queen B3. Let's do that one. Put pressure. I don't like how much time I took there. King H1 is a seeing ghosts move. It's not necessary at the moment. Yeah, I didn't know about Knight G5, H6, Knight F3. I mean, Knight G5 maybe after Bishop E8. Um, for the time being though, yeah, Queen C7. That's plausible. I could just be like a dog on a bone. Knight A5, Knight C or knight A4, knight C5. You could just line up rooks too. We could do an exchange and see which way they want to go here. This is hanging. I forgot about that. Trying to go so fast. I think I gotta play this one next. If they take it now with their queen, I can take this guy. Have an attack here, have an attack here. I think the whole point of doing this was to try to see if they're gonna retake this way, which they're not. Okay. I do have to remember that, and again, this is not like, I don't know why I'm trying to defend. Well, the bishop's not hanging, but um, I probably want to get on king to h1, rook to g1 next. Maybe bishop h3, trying to go after this one. I do like those ideas. My queen might be a little misplaced at this point. Maybe queen back to c2 as well, putting pressure on f5, but it will be, if my queen ever captures here, after, again, I'm assuming bishop here, yep. Queen captures, I still have this check if they move their knight. Has their knight got any interesting jumps? Not terribly. Let's do that. Just give them some practical problems. In this situation too, I have these ideas with the queen being loose. Say I execute this. What is my knight doing after, say, queen d7? Not anything terribly interesting. I need access to this square. I think maybe next, maybe bishop h3. Bishop h3. Also, king h1 is plausible. Bishop h3 does loosen up my knight on f3 in response to bishop h5. I do like this scenario. If this knight ever moves, I think for the time being, I do want to get my king off of h1, just positionally speaking. I have this attacking file. Got to make use of it. And got to get my king out of potential attacks, which are nowhere near happening yet. Don't see ghosts. No need to see ghosts. My opponent is taking time for once. King h1. Okay. That is pretty passive. I could go knight h4, looking to severely create weaknesses. Yes, I like knight h4 a lot, because even if we get this capture, these are really weak by the king. That doesn't seem like a good solution for black. And now I can't take with my knight if they take with their bishop anywhere else. And my knight will be supported. Although if they play knight to e4. If they play knight to e4, I do have this possibility, even though my knight would be hanging. So let's say they try to do this. I go here, they try to put their knight there, blocking here. I could go here where I'm threatening the bishop and I'm threatening this. Or let's say here, 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 and then here, and they move their queen to get it out of the way. They're attacking my knight. I could save my knights with this, but then they just take it, and then I lose a piece. Gotta be careful about these tactics. Or I could take their knights, temporarily defend here. Yeah, what am I talking about? That just wins. Not quite. Don't get a little don't get over your skis a little bit. Let's check that again. So here, 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 here. Wow. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna take that one. Then we're gonna clear the way, bring the rook in. I'm gonna go here and here. Okay. Trying to get that time advantage, trying to be practical. Where does my bishop belong? Bishop on f3 maybe? Bishop on f3 as opposed to... no, bishop on h3 is a nice pin on the d7 queen. So here, here, maybe I got these ideas when here, here. Uh, shit. Okay, so let's look through this again. Bishop here. Then we have this idea, this, 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 this. What do I think about that position? Two rooks, knight versus bishop. Two rooks. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So they want to go maybe here. Am I scared of that? I don't think so. I think if that happens, maybe I just play queen e2. Maybe I just attack it as well. No, probably not attacking it, but yeah, I don't think I need to stop all the possibilities that I see from them. I don't think this is a concern. Okay, that looks awkward. Okay. So they are making way for their rooks, which is annoying. Bishop here, rook here. We go bishop here, rook over, rook here as well. Yeah, I like this. I think this is not. It's a little annoying. Mm, no. You know, watch this rook in some variations. So here, if this happens, my king's got to go up there. I think maybe we want to have f3 to see some defense here. Okay, so rook h8, rook h8, king g2, knight h5, rook f3. God, that's annoying. Hup, 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 hap, hup. Oh boy. So knight h5, rook f3, rook f3. I think so. So I guess the knight comes in right here. That should work. Although they take. This starts to look a little annoying for them though. Maybe still. No, 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 no. So if knight e4 takes here, of course, queen defense, and they still have this loose. Okay. I think this might be a mistake here. Check here. Take here. Take. Exchange the pawns. Yeah, it's a way to get my king out of there. So he can't overtake. So that. Yes, let's go for this. Oh, oh man, that was so bad. Oh, I thought I had the. Oh, all right. Well, we're gonna have to try to rally and see if we can come up with something here. This was no good. Didn't take near enough time on the tactical sequence, man. What is wrong with me? Just not sharp. Not sharp. All right, so GF4, GF4, King F1, Rook 8 to H7. Okay, so this is no good. They played right into my line. They believed me. I really just messed that up. They just take this because my battery is not working. So right here, you just take this because I can't take. Oh my god, what a tactical oversight for each of us. Otherwise, I'm just threatening to go here. And my king got out of the way. Wow, these games are so tactically like everything depends on tactics and taking your time in tactical situations. Ugh, I didn't take my time. My opponent didn't take his time. Believes me. So check. What's wrong with that? I mean, it's a move. I have plenty of time. There's no rush. Don't screw it up again. Bishop takes g6 check. King f8. Bishop takes g6 check. King f8. Or I could just take on g6 with the rook, pretty much forcing this one because of this threat. I think I like that better, forcing a rook trade. If this one, I just take it, because here, or do we have to take with the rook? Do we have to take with the rook? Probably want to take with the rook. Probably wants to take with the rook. I don't want to take with the rook though. I want to keep my stuff in their position. Is it mattering though? Terribly. King takes. No, I think we just need to play simple chess because my king needs to be over here, away from all these files. This is just tactically too difficult. I don't think I really get a lot out of this. Although maybe here, and then I can bring my queen over. Sorry, I think maybe here, and then here. That's interesting. That's interesting. I can go with that. And maybe even like here, reverse, and then just that's not working. I don't know. Just getting my queen more active. Although this knight also needs some activity. Is it really that scary? And you gotta stop it. Maybe my knight wants to redeploy here. here. Maybe flip. And take twice. Here, take. Here, take. I don't know, it's a really strong structure. I don't know if I want to be messing with it. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Maybe I do though. Here, take. You're only attacking it twice. I'm defending twice. Yeah, let's go for this because I'm also threatening this. No, not threatening that, but threatening this. I don't like the weakening of the pawns. I don't know. Maybe this was ill-advised. Just trying to apply pressure. This does open up this some variations. Why can't I just take with the rook? Are you kidding? Hmm. So what about takes, check? This could be interesting. Let's go for this. Ooh, this is nuts. This is really nuts. This is really nuts. I should have taken longer to calculate this. I was going off of intuition that if you give up a bishop for 3 pawns, and one of them is about the queen, that has to be good. That was the thinking at least. And you can imagine that, let's say it takes. Here, this check wins a piece. Seems good, but man, I could be in for an attack. Um, okay. So why am I not doing this? Why didn't I do this before? So I was giving up the pawn. I guess I probably want to stay on this pawn. I think over here seems plausible. Now I'm threatening to take this. They try to go there. I got this. I can take. No, I can't. What? I can take. Maybe I can take. So knight takes. Let's say knight takes here, here. Oh man, this is a mess. Here, here, here. The calculations are so hard. Um, okay, so here, this is just too hard to, this is just too hard. No, this is too hard. Just play simple chess. Just play simple chess. Now I want to play this and this. Okay. Just be writing that with check. Where are they trying to go? We can't just defend. Da, da, da. Can't just defend. I can also take this to check. Okay, I can't lose sight of this. Can just take. Don't forget your checks on here. This does not look like it should work. Okay, so then win the queen next. This is over. Could have had that, but it's better to win a queen. Yes, sir. All right, good game. Yeah, not the prettiest. Curious to see. Let's go ahead and run a computer analysis. See what this shows. And again, hold on for the massively disorienting. Let's see, how do we do this again? Let's go like this. And then go boom. Nope, that is not it. I do apologize. All right, yep, I blew it there for a little bit. We'll go over here. All right, move this over. All right, so let's see. All right, what is the go? Oh, God, this is right where I blew it, right? Whoops. Yeah, it's tactily ridiculous. This was a horrible idea. Why am I gonna put all this stuff on this file? Like, without even calculating. You should just have the sense that putting all this stuff on this file, not a good idea. What? I was like, ooh, pin, but not thinking of the downsides. Ugh. 5 inaccuracies, 3 mistakes, 1 blunder. Okay. So I think there's a few points that are going to be worth looking at here. We'll go through the opening. We're going to especially analyze this area, and then maybe kind of look at this position. This was those are maybe the interesting positions of the whole thing. So let's get into that. Just make sure this is all looking good. All right, go up to the top. All right, so once again, I think as I started out playing the game, I said this is the what's it called, Dutch, right? And I was like, I've forgotten so much about the Dutch defense. Look at this, no inaccuracies through move 10 for either side. I have no idea what I'm doing. Um, outside of like core, like opening ideas, opening principles, and very minuscule knowledge that I remember about the Dutch. Um, and still able to play, relatively inaccurately through the first 10 moves of the game. So that speaks to how much is opening theory and opening knowledge important at this level. Not much at all. All right, so let's check it out. Bam, 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 bam. All right, let's just classical Dutch, right? Yeah, Dutch defense classical variation. All right, so G3 is common. I mean, G3 second most common in the Elite Chess database. They play Knight C3. G3 most common at Masters level. Knight C3 is the second move. Knight C3 actually gets better play though. That's worth knowing at the Masters level. The differential is 38% for white, black wins 25%, so there's a net of 13% versus 33 to 25 for G3, which means white only nets 18, so 13 versus 18. Maybe Knight C3 is got something to be said for it. Although at the R level, G3 is not that interesting. Although let's get rid of all of this. all the kind of ridiculous games. See if it still stands. So knight c3 is still the most common, but yeah, g3 white does a little bit better at the club player level. But g3 or knight c3, white does better at the master level with knight c3, and white does better with at the master level with knight c3, but white does better at the club level with g3 on move 3 here. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go into a stone wall. This is still calling this classical. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. This is stone wall structure. I don't know why it doesn't call that this here. Anyway, so let's see. Again, I think this is all normal. B3 masters. Okay, so yeah, I gotta remember that. I know that that's a plan for the bishop. I bet you the move I played like hardly ever gets played. Okay. I mean, the move I played with the bishop here. Let's see, does this ever get played? Oh, it does. Somewhat. Although black does really well at the master level with it. Yeah, so this is probably not very defensible. Although the computer thinks it's fine. But in practice, it doesn't go well. At this level, it doesn't ever get played. Bishop, 10% of the time. White does okay. All right. Yeah, so the idea is even though we, quote, double the pawn structure, you get all this control. And you know, keep these pawns cemented on light squares. And with the light squared bishop, that is not good positionally for black. All right, so queen b3. I don't know, there's really anything worth talking about with these moves? Okay. All right, so maybe this is not so great. Just jumping in. Yeah, my whole idea here was that I was going to see if they were going to do this. But what this does is this allows them I was going to say allows them to open this up a bit, but this bishop's never going anywhere, or this pawn is never going anywhere. Okay, so still we want to jump in here. That knight just looks really good there. With a lot of influence. And only until they can come here, which is going to be a while. And maybe this is not the most, okay, they like queen c2, but this move makes more sense. Because you still have the same threats here. I still have that threat. Rook fc1, developing a piece as opposed to moving a piece that's already been moved. Okay, so they want to play knight e5. I don't know why I wanted to play knight h5. Or sorry, knight h4. Just going after the pawn. And I was imagining this scenario. I guess my thinking was that if they go here and we go here, I don't know. They go here and then they try to. So we go here, they go here, and then they try to bring this in and trade this off. Which maybe just results in this. I don't know. Yeah, I just thought with this, after the capture, I was going to have a lot of play here, but black did a good job of, making use of the file themselves. So it's not obvious that that was the best plan. getting these doubled pawns over here. Yeah, maybe just having the knight be here. Yeah, how bad does it say this is? Yeah, that's pretty inaccurate. Okay. It just wants to go back. It doesn't even care about this idea. Like, I thought this was such a good idea, but it's just like, no. Computer's just like, no, don't worry about that. Gotta remember in the Dutch, if you can get that knight there, even. Well, what's especially good about this situation with the queen here is this knight's not coming to challenge it, at least anytime soon. And maybe with some shenanigans, if I can get my knight here, if I had left it on this square, I could move my king over, go here, 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 and just reload. Although maybe they just do the same themselves, but eventually you get a pass pawn, very strong pass pawn, which something to be said for that. Okay, so knights are really good here, even if they get traded off, because eventually a pawn will get here, and that can be pretty good. Probably want to go with this one. Maybe it's hard to say. It just feels like you're not going to run into structural issues in the same way that if you took here and then you saw this, then still you have this. Okay, so not the greatest plan. Look at that. It says inaccurate. I was so excited about this. Just inaccurate. Just inaccurate. Because the bishop, what is the bishop doing here, right? If the bishop is going to be posted here to look at this, is it really worth taking? Even if you get this at the expense of opening up the file for them. That's really important to remember. Bishops are generally good, but if it's just assigned to defensive duties, it's not that valuable. Okay. All right. Okay, and then here's where I started to lose the thread. This one. So the idea with this is to probably go here, potentially look at this, although I'm not loving that idea. Because these light squares are so nice from the bishop. Yeah, gotta go this way. I got so enthusiastic about this pin and this idea. Not at all thinking about, whew. Alright, yep, so this is where we lost the thread. Yeah, this is not good. You gotta get out of the way. This, even then, like, what are you doing? I guess we're just moving up. Yeah, H3. Yeah, but that's super sketchy. Yeah, I don't like that. This is such a bad move. That is such a bad move. Okay, let's just see how the rest of this played out. I was able to come up with something here. Yeah, this was really bad. I was thinking this was a live battery, forgetting my king was still here. This works, of course, if my king is on f1. Blah! Oh man, and then they just believe me. Yeah, and now white is totally winning. Look at this. Tactical mistake. I have 9 minutes left. I took 26 seconds on this move for 36 seconds because of the 10-second increment. It's if it works or if it doesn't work, it's a game altering move. If you're going to spend time on any moves, it should be moves like this. You should double and triple check them, which I did not do. Oh my gosh. And then my opponent, they start out with 524. They end up with 428. So they ended with 418. So they took a minute and 6 seconds on this move. Yeah, that's not terribly defensible with 2097 rating. These tactical blunders, man. That's what decides these games. All right, last one here. Let's check this out. What did I do here? Okay, so do not retreat. Do not retreat. Attack. They're attacking you, attack them back. And the idea is pop. Yeah, that just works. I don't even remember if I considered that. Put the blinders on, man. This opens up so much. You know, because of the attack on the queen, and if this knight jumps, then you have this discovery. And if they take it, it's with check, and you can save your bishop then. Okay. That's embarrassing. I don't. I'll have to look back to see if I considered this, but it's embarrassing to miss this, man. Um. Okay, and let's check this other move really quick here. I know this is in this sequence. Like this here. Okay, so it doesn't like this move. What did it like instead? It wants to go here. Just to attack this guy. Yeah, how are you defending it? If you move, or just take that? Yeah, yeah. Didn't consider this one either. Okay, so inaccurate. Could have won a pawn. And then, ooh, top move. I found it. Top move. Proud of finding this one. Thought I might have stepped in it a bit here, but yeah, I wish I would have seen this. You get ideas in your head, and then you don't think about other ideas. I saw it 656 to 147. I could have thought about ideas. I was really in this game trying to manage the time situation and be ahead in time, but I'm so ahead in time here that I need to be flexible to say, okay, here's a plan. Do I have a better one? Like this one. Because of that. The pinnage. Alright, but yeah, I was proud of finding this idea. This was cool. This was cool. Alright, and so if they play the best way here, the idea is to save the bishop and keep this whole idea rolling. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, white's totally winning there. Here, let's just. I think humans are playing like this. I think a lot of humans are taking that. Although it doesn't matter. Either situation is bad because potential pass pawn. Well, it's not the prettiest, but yeah, I think a lot of humans are playing like this. Yeah, this is totally winning for white. Totally winning for white. Okay. All right. So and then the last position, I think, yeah, I went over this idea. We don't have to worry about saving the bishop. We just take this guy. All right. So what do we learn from this game? First of all, the opening section up here. Let's go up here. Opening, not terribly important, right? What matters is evaluating the position. This is where black wants to play. You've got to see that. And you gotta not put your stuff on that file, or else you get all messed up, like I did, and it becomes very awkward having to defend, and then you make mistakes, which is what I did. So instead, yeah, you want to, instead of taking your bishop this way, take him over this way. Probably this is a little bit more intuitive because it's not in the way of the rooks. The rooks want to double and put pressure here. Okay. Yeah, I hope you guys got something out of that. Appreciate you checking it out, and I will see you for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.